Good evening, everyone. Please welcome our hosts this evening for the induction ceremony, Academy President Deborah Barksdale and immediate past President Linda Scott.
Good evening, and welcome to the American Academy of Nursing's 2025 induction ceremony. I am Dr. Deborah Barksdale, and it is my honor to serve as your Academy President. Earlier today, Dr. Linda Scott, the Academy's now immediate past president, and I transitioned the gavel. It has been my privilege to serve with Linda and watch her lead with grace, listen deeply, think critically, act boldly, and embrace opportunities and strengthen partnerships. Linda and I have the true honor of presiding over this wonderful celebration to recognize the contributions of these highly accomplished nurse leaders from around the world. As your newly installed president of the Academy, it is my priority to elevate and modernize our work so that our fellows' collective voices heard to amplify our impact on the most pressing healthcare policy issues we are facing today. Together, the Academy Fellowship will design the policy solutions that make a difference, inspire change that drives transformation, and envision a healthier future for all. The Academy proudly inducts fellows from every practice area, leadership pathway, population, and community. A diversity that defines and strengthens us. With this vast and varied expertise, our collective think tank advances one clear goal: to shape health policy and turn our shared vision of healthy lives for all people from aspiration into reality. As we begin, let's pause to thank our generous sponsors for this evening's event. For over a decade, United Healthcare Group has supported the Academy's induction ceremony. Yes. We are deeply grateful for their continued commitment to honoring the accomplishments of nurse leaders who are revolutionizing care through their research, practice, and innovations. I also want to sincerely thank everyone in the audience for joining us in supporting the success of our new fellows. In this room are spouses, partners, parents, children, family members, friends, colleagues, and mentors. And in fact, we have more attendees at this induction ceremony than we have ever had. So this is certainly an incredible fan club. But truly, when we celebrate each of these new fellows, we are celebrating you. Without your support, they could not have achieved the changes they are being recognized for at this induction ceremony. We are grateful to have you here with us tonight and a part of the Academy's rich tradition of recognizing and celebrating nurses who are championed for change. To each new fellow, congratulations on your induction this evening. Each of you are extremely deserving, hear that, you are extremely deserving of this honor. I hope you walk away from this event inspired and energized.
Tonight, we commemorate the achievements of nearly 300 accomplished nurses who will be joining the Academy as fellows. These nurses represent 34 states, the District of Columbia, and 12 countries. You will hear about how our inductees have made a profound impact on the care provided to patients, the profession's influence on health systems, policy to improve quality of care, and educators who are making strides to prepare the next generation of nurses to lead the profession. We also pay tribute to the visionary leaders who will become honorary fellows of our organization. Like Deborah, I offer my deepest congratulations to each of you. Yesterday, we had the opportunity to recognize this year's living legends. We celebrated their enormous contributions to advance health and healthcare and their enduring legacy as exemplars for the profession. Diane Alfonso, Connie Delaney, Judith Haber, Christine Mayakovsky, Brother Ignatius Perkins, and Phyllis Sharps. To all of our living legends, those who are in this room today, those who we recognized last night, and those who have passed away, thank you for your inspirational stewardship of the profession and helping to leave a lasting legacy. Before we begin, I would like to personally thank the courageous leaders whose vision and dedication helped to build the American Academy of Nursing. The Academy was founded in 1973 to advance new concepts in nursing and health. For more than 50 years, with our fellows and partners, the organization has advocated boldly to address the most pressing policy issues in healthcare. Deborah.
With leadership, innovation, and science as our pillars, the Academy is recognized within the nursing profession, among healthcare colleagues, and around the globe as a source for evidence-informed policy solutions. Our many thanks to the 36 charter members of our organization who launched this incredible organization.
It is also my privilege to recognize the past presidents of the Academy. Over the course of the Academy's 5 decades, the vision, determination, and courageous leadership of our past presidents have transformed nursing and how we engage in policy. By developing structures, governance, and expert bodies, the Academy has grown stronger because of their vision. Each president has embraced the Academy's central direction of serving the public by advancing the generation, synthesis, and dissemination of nursing knowledge. I am proud now to be a part of this legacy for the Academy.
Linda and I would like to personally honor our military and veterans in the audience this evening. If you could please stand if you are able to be recognized. We are grateful for your service, bravery, and the sacrifices you and your families have made. The efforts of our military are not only needed in times of war, but critically important to health during humanitarian and natural disaster relief. And for that, we thank you. Finally, I would like to recognize our federal workers. Many of tonight's inductees and fellows have faithfully and expertly served our citizens. The Academy is deeply grateful for your leadership and service. We appreciate each of you.
Before we launched into the festivities, we have two very special awards to present this evening. The Academy's President's Award recognizes an individual who has made extraordinary, lifelong contributions to improving the health of individuals, families, and communities. This is the highest individual achievement award given by the Academy and is given at the discretion of the President to be awarded when someone has been identified as truly fitting of the honor. This year's recipient is Dr. Patricia Davidson, Vice Chancellor, Fellow, Interim, and Co-Director of the International Center for Future Health Systems at UNSW. Trish Davidson's name is synonymous with global health care leadership. Dr. Davidson's career has been defined by her unwavering commitment to person-centered care and improving the quality of life for individuals with chronic and complex conditions. Her pioneering research has illuminated how social determinants shape health outcomes and has driven innovation in care models for at-risk and vulnerable populations. A nurse with deep expertise in cardiovascular health, Dr. Davidson has held esteemed academic leadership roles, including Vice Chancellor and President of the University of Wollongong and Dean of the Johns Hopkins School of Nursing. Her influence extends globally through service on international boards, councils, and organizations dedicated to advancing health equity and workforce development. An acclaimed mentor and prolific scholar with hundreds of publications, Dr. Davidson exemplifies leadership grounded in compassion, collaboration, and evidence-based practice. Her vision continues to shape the future of nursing, health policy, and health systems worldwide. The Academy is honored to recognize Patricia Davidson with the 2025 Presidential Award.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Scott and Dr. Barksdale. And thank you for that very warm and generous introduction. I thought, is that really me? But I think it's just like all the nurses here who are nurse leaders who just do the very best and seize the opportunities to make a difference in the world and honour our profession. I'm truly honoured by this award. You know, I had to read it twice to make sure it was for me, and to get that email in Australia. So I'm just going to make a couple of points. Firstly, I just really want to commend the international mission of the American Academy of Nursing. The esteem and prestige that is associated with the American Academy of Nursing sometimes means a whole lot more in other countries than it does here. So the Academy, its privilege and its esteem lifts nurses up all over the world, and so thank you for that. I also want to thank the many people who have supported me, motivated me, and inspired across my career, and there's too many to mention. But I thought there was not a coincidence tonight that Bill Conway was getting an award. And so I thought I would just also speak to the importance of philanthropy in our profession. We work hard. We don't, have Learjets parked out in the backyard or French champagne in our fridges, but we're so dependent upon people who see and believe in what we do. So thank you, Mr. Conway, and the other philanthropists. And also I want to recognise Susan Epstein here in the audience, who has been a generous donor to nursing. I also wanted to recognise what an honour and privilege it was to be the Dean of the Johns Hopkins School of Nursing. There I really had a chance to reflect on the importance of nursing leadership. And there were many of the heroes of modern nursing: Isabel Hampton-Robb, Anna Wolfe, and others. And there was one thing as I looked in the archives that inspired me about those leaders. They just advocated for nurses not just to be caring and kind, but to be smart, and the importance of nurses being educated. And for that, those people we will be forever grateful for. I'd also like to congratulate all the new fellows here in the room. What an important occasion this is, and a milestone in your career. It just seems like yesterday I was in your steps. Thank you for all you do, and remember to pay it forward. I also wanted to recognise and commend the Academy on their courageous leadership and advocacy over the last several years. The world is watching, and we really commend your leadership and courage to speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. And for all of us nurses all around the world, whether we're in Australia or Africa or here in the United States, we need to band together. There's a lot of us, and our voices can make a difference. We need to work for equity and social justice. And never before has the world needed nurses who are not just caring, kind, and compassionate, but those who are smart and make a difference in policy and advocacy. Thank you again for this exceptional honour. Thank you.
Next, it is my honor to present our newly established award, the Linda Burns Bolton Polaris Award, to a truly deserving recipient. The Academy's Linda Burns Bolton Polaris Award was created to recognize a fellow who exemplifies dedication to fulfilling the Academy's mission through leadership within the organization by offering their time, talents, and building a philanthropic culture. Earlier this year, we lost a legend, an Academy living legend, Dr. Linda Burns Bolton, and a former president of the organization. Affectionately known as LBB, she was a bright powerhouse and our North Star, our Polaris, hence the fitting name for this award. LBB, the former Chief Nursing Officer and Chief Health Equity Officer at Cedars-Sinai, was a pioneering nurse leader whose vision, mentorship, and advocacy transformed the profession. This inaugural award recognizes individuals who embody her lifelong commitment to advancing health equity, elevating nursing leadership, and guiding others towards their true north in service to advancing healthy lives for all people. Tonight, we have with us her family, Robin, Vance, and Dennis Burns, her brothers and sister. Robin, Vance, and Dennis, on behalf of the American Academy of Nursing, please know how much we value and treasure your dear sister. Would you please stand and be acknowledged? I know in this room there are so many friends of Linda, so many who were inspired by her, and so many who watched her from afar with admiration. We cannot thank you enough for traveling to Washington, D.C. to help us honor your sister with this mission-driven award named for her legacy. It is my privilege now to recognize an individual who demonstrated commitment to the Academy's true north, time and time again. A past president, friend, colleague, Dr. Kenneth White. Dr. White was Dean Emeritus of the School of Nursing at MGH Institute of Health Professions in Boston. His distinguished career spans executive, academic, and clinical leadership. His steadfast commitment to excellence has advanced healthcare delivery, strengthened academic partnerships, and inspired countless professionals to lead with integrity and purpose. As president of the American Academy of Nursing, Dr. White revitalized the Academy's sense of community, deepened engagement with fellows, and guided the celebration of its 50th anniversary, a milestone that broke attendance records and renewed the organization's mission to champion health equity and global collaboration. During his presidency of the American Academy of Nursing, Dr. White, to commemorate the Academy's 50th anniversary, established the President's Fund for Investment in Policy, inspiring a highly successful matching campaign that united fellows and leaders around a shared vision for the future. He also created the one-time Gold Award to celebrate philanthropic partnerships that have elevated the Academy's reach and impact across the globe. Ken, thank you from the bottom of my heart for dedicating your time, talent, and treasure to the Academy. True to his spirit, Ken flew back from a long-planned retirement trip to Morocco with his partner and friends to be here in person to receive this award. As Dr. White joins us on stage, would you please acknowledge him for this award?
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. And thank you. That's better. Thank you. And thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, Linda, for your kind introduction. And thank you, Dr. Suzanne Miyamoto, the wonderful, fabulous Academy team, and our board of directors for the great, great honor of being the first recipient of the Linda Burns Bolton Polaris Award. Polaris, the North Star, anchors the constellation Ursa Minor. It appears to hang with the other stars in the constellation from some steady point above the North Pole. Because it is aligned with the North Pole, it seems not to move as the Earth rotates. It is constant. It is steady. It is reliable. It's a trustworthy guidepost for navigation and astronomy. And so was Dr. Linda Burns Bolton, LBB. Yes, she was. She was constant, steady, a trustworthy guidepost for our profession and for the Academy. For the Academy, she had many roles, but among former president, living legend, and champion, always pulling us higher and higher. But Polaris is not just one star. It's a triple star system. And Dr. Burns Bolton was at least that. First, She deeply knew what nursing is about. And I quote, "The essence of nursing is human caring, and that essence drives me every day," end quote. She said that in a 2014 American Organization for Nursing Leadership address. Second, she led our profession and our society toward equity. Here, the opening lines of a poem by James Monroe Whitfield in 1853 about slaves who escaped to the north, guided by that star. Star of the north, whose steadfast ray pierces the sable pall of night, forever pointing out the way that leads to freedom's hallowed light. And third, she worked to transform nursing care as healthcare itself changed. As Lee Harline and Ned Washington wrote, and Jiminy Cricket sang in Pinocchio, she encouraged us to believe that when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. I did that on a dare. Thank you, Charles. I knew Dr. Burns Bolton. I served with her on several important academy committees and task forces. She introduced me to a practice of calling the circle, and thank you, Dr. Georges, for saying that last night. Calling the circle is an ancient communications ritual based on honesty, equality, and spiritual integrity, where each person speaks and listens from the heart. This simple, profound practice was her signature style of getting things done, involving others, and solving disagreements safely and respectfully. I continue to heed her advice to keep my eye on the North Star, slow down, have more patience, listen, and call the circle. Thank you, Linda Burns Bolton. Tonight, in the presence of her family and so many friends and colleagues, all of you out there, I am humbled to accept this new award that bears her name. May her memory inspire all of us, reminding us that we are powerful and capable nurses. We are not imposters. We deserve to be here. May all of us be nurses out loud. There is a special person in my life I want to thank. My husband, he's in the Saharan desert on a camel when I came home earlier to be here tonight, because one of my things is showing up. I couldn't very much accept an award in LBB's name and not show up, right, to accept it. I want to say that Dr. Carl Uten, my husband, is the wind beneath my wings, and he's fully supportive, loves the Academy, and he makes it so that I can be away and do what I need to do, and he's always there to support. My warm thanks to all of you for being here, and a special greeting to our new fellows this evening. Congratulations, each of you, and please don't stop here and now. We need you. We need your time, your talent, and your treasure. Get involved, participate, volunteer, and keep your eyes on the North Star. I am totally humbled. Thank you.
Each year, the Academy's board receives nominations for Honorary Fellows.
Yes, sir.
I think she's saying I'm short. I'll start again. Each year, the Academy's board receives nominations for honorary fellowship. These individuals who are experts in another field are great friends to nursing and champion the profession. Their induction as honorary fellows signifies their outstanding contributions to healthcare and their collaboration with the nursing profession to advance health and the wellness of the public. The first honorary fellow to be recognized this evening is Luci Baines Johnson. Former first daughter and founder of LBJ Family Wealth Advisors, Ms. Baines Johnson is an extraordinary philanthropist, advocate, and visionary leader with whose lifelong dedication has uplifted nursing, strengthened health policy, and inspired countless others. Ms. Johnson's devotion to nursing began as a student at Georgetown University, and I heard that. It's okay. You have some fans here from Georgetown and everywhere. And throughout her journey, this took her in a different direction other than nursing. Her talent, her heart, never left the profession. She has spent a lifetime championing nurses through their education, their research, their vital role in shaping the nation's health. Before Congress, she spoke with conviction to preserve funding for nursing education and research, ensuring nurses' voices were heard in the rooms where national policy is made. As honorary chair of Nurses for Healthier Tomorrows, a coalition of 43 nursing and healthcare organizations, she led a national movement to address the nursing shortage through public awareness and advocacy. Her philanthropic generosity has transformed lives. She has endowed nearly 100 scholarships and fellowships at the University of Texas at Austin and Georgetown University, empowering generations of nurses and faculty. During the COVID-19 pandemic, her $1 million gift supported students, clinical outreach, and vulnerable communities. Through the Luci Baines Johnson and Ian J. Turpin Center for Gerontologic Nursing, her legacy of compassion will continue to elevate care for aging populations for years to come. Ms. Johnson has served on hospital and national health boards, including MD Anderson Cancer Center and the National League for Nurses Accreditation Board, always leading with empathy, purpose, and an unwavering belief in the power of nursing. Please join me in celebrating Luci Baines Johnson, a true champion of nursing, philanthropy, and the enduring spirit of service.
Wow. I wish my parents could have been here today. My mother would have loved every kind word of your introduction. And my father, I think he would have believed it. What does it mean to me, honored by the American Academy of Nursing? The answer is simple. Everything. I began my love affair with nursing in 1965 when I was an 18-year-old student nurse at Georgetown University here in Washington, D.C. It was in many schools like Georgetown what I fondly call the no M days. No marrieds, no males. I knew the rules when I entered Georgetown. While I was in love with the profession, I left for another suitor, my first husband. Joyfully, my marriage gave me 4 practically perfect children. Sadly, the marriage ended in divorce. My marriage to nursing, however, will last as long as I draw breath. Since I left Georgetown, I have devoted much of my life to the advancement of nursing education. In return, nursing has given me the greatest gift of all, a purpose-driven life, and friends who have known me always and loved me anyways. Everyone needs someone to believe in. Nursing has given that to me in 5 mentors from your academy. The University of Texas Deans, Billy Brown, Alexa Steifergen, Un Onk Im, and Georgetown's Deans, Elaine Larson and Roberta Waite. All of these extraordinary leaders have believed in me more than I believed in me. They opened my eyes to the privilege and the possibilities of serving the nursing profession. Your generous introduction highlighted the extraordinary opportunities nursing has given me. My challenge to you is to be those mentors to others. You are the best and the brightest in the nursing profession. You too can inspire supporters inside and outside of the profession. You too can bring purpose to countless lives. You can make the difference nursing needs so badly in these difficult times. My friends in nursing have been my lifesavers, quite literally. They heard my cry for help when my mother had a stroke. For 5 years, they helped me provide the first-rate care we all want for our loved ones. Nurses were there for me when I had 2 life-threatening illnesses, pseudomembranous colitis and Guillain-Barré. Because of first-rate friends who were also first-rate nurses, I was able to survive both and live to be able to pronounce them. A little over a year ago, my husband Ian suffered a near-fatal heart attack. I am so proud and grateful that he's with me here tonight. It left him in heart failure and with the fear factor that he'd never get a chance to return to his home in Scotland. However, this summer, because of excellent healthcare team, including outstanding nursing mentors, Ian had his homecoming. Our mentors taught me how I could better advocate for my husband, how to question, listen, learn, document on his behalf. They helped me to celebrate every precious moments together and discover, as the poet Robert Frost said, we both had miles to go before we sleep. So much has changed since I was a student nurse in 1965. Yet some things have stayed the same. There has always been a shortage of nurses. When I was a nursing student, the shortage was largely due to nurses being willing to practice because of working conditions, professional equity, and pay. Today's shortage is significantly impacted by the number of students nursing schools can accommodate. Fewer nursing students are going into academic nursing. They have more alternatives to bedside nursing that offer more flexible hours and rewarding pay that were once only found in academia. With fewer teachers, there are inevitably fewer students who can be educated. This is simply the unvarnished and unfortunate truth. Regardless of how many students seek a nursing education, they can't get it unless academic nursing is more richly rewarded. I was hoping you'd like that line. My generation is about to sink America's healthcare system. There are so many of us living longer, but not necessarily living better. We must address the complicated challenges that geriatric needs place on America's doorstep. We just have to make academic nursing more attractive if we want to have more nursing professors and end the shortage of nurses. The time is now. The cause is just. Your work is mighty, and you'll have my back. For those who love the nursing profession, there could be no greater honor than to be inducted into the American Academy of Nursing. You could have no more grateful recipient of this honor than me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Tonight, we also recognize Bill Conway Jr. and in loving memory, Joanne Barkett Conway, founders of the Bedford Falls Foundation and Donor Advised Fund as Honorary Fellows in the American Academy of Nursing. Together, the Conways shared a powerful belief that education opens doors and that nurses, through their skill, compassion, and courage, hold the key to a healthier world. Guided by that belief, they built a philanthropic legacy that has uplifted thousands of nursing students and strengthened the very foundation of their profession. Bill Conway's $1 billion, and I said that right, $1 billion commitment to end the nursing shortage has already touched 45 nursing schools across the nation. This has helped thousands of students graduate debt-free and serve in communities where care is needed most, across public health departments, community clinics, homeless shelters, and correctional facilities. It was Mrs. Conway's empathy, inspired by a conversation with a waitress struggling to afford nursing school, that gave rise to their mission. Her compassion became the heart of their work, and Mr. Conway has carried that vision forward with purpose. They also established the Center for Future Faculty, preparing nurse educators to lead the next generation. Through their unparalleled generosity, the Conways have invested in hope, humanity, and the enduring strength of nursing. Please join me in honoring Bill Conway Jr. and Joanne Barkett Conway with two extraordinary benefactors whose legacy continues to shape a more compassionate world.
Thank you very much, and thank you, President Scott and President Barksdale. I would also say that Deborah is the dean of one of the nursing schools that my wife and I support, but I hope that's not why I got the award. It may be, you never know. I'd also like to congratulate Luci Baines Johnson and her remarks as well. I wouldn't have gotten this award if it weren't for about the deans of the 45 nursing schools that we support today, and they really helped me a lot. They must have advocated, because I can guarantee that I'm the only fellow in this room who failed the NCLEX test. And you know, it actually helps that I failed it, because whenever I go talk to the nurses at the nursing schools, they think, well, that guy's not an idiot, and he failed it, I better study. So, but I'll make my remarks short. We're in for a long night probably here. And I think that I have nothing profound to say. I do this because I want to help people. And as has been said, we support about 4,000 nurses today. We're going to graduate about 1,500 this year. Our goal is to, just sitting down maybe, graduate 5,000 a year for the next 50 years. And I think that I'm going to let my actions do my talking. Thank you very much.
Now, the moment many of you have been waiting for. Now it is time to begin our celebration. Linda and I are thrilled to welcome the 2025 class of new fellows into the American Academy of Nursing. Their diverse expertise demonstrates an impact that is far-reaching and human-centric. The night would not have been possible without the time, energy, and passion of our Academy's Fellows Selection Committee. I would like to personally thank and recognize this year's committee chair, Dr. Garrett Chan, and co-chair, Dr. Ernest Grant. I would also like to thank Pam Cipriano for leading the international subcommittee of the Fellows Selection Committee. Tonight, we recognize nearly 300 nurse leaders, the most inductees we have welcomed in the Academy's history. Garrett, Ernest, and Pam, and all of the Fellows Selection Committee and the International Subcommittee members in the audience tonight, please stand to be recognized. Thank you again. The American Academy of Nurses Board of Directors were proud to accept the names of these exceptional leaders recommended by the Fellows Selection Committee for induction, who serve the public through policy, research, administration, practice, and academia. In welcoming these fellows to the Academy, our numbers will grow to over 3,400 accomplished leaders who will aim to improve health and health equity. When these individuals chose to apply for the Academy's fellowship, they had to consider who would sponsor their work. All candidates must be supported by 2 fellows of the Academy who can speak to their impact and their character as a leader. This is a critical role for the organization and one of the key ways fellows can give back to their organization. So, on behalf of Linda and myself, I offer a deep appreciation and gratitude to all the new fellow sponsors who chose to support and amplify our collective impact. Sponsors for the 2025 Fellows, would you please stand to be recognized? Thank you.
Tonight, you will learn about the accomplishments of our new inductees. We also encourage you to visit the Academy's Health Policy Conference website to read about their impressive bios online. Joining Deborah tonight to welcome our newest inductees is Academy President-elect Angela Amar. Well, this is an exciting group. We have state legislators, patent inventors, tech futurists, AI enthusiasts, chief nursing officers, practice leaders, deans, faculty, researchers, nurse scientists, mentors, military leaders, federal and state government officials, entrepreneurs, ethicists, nonprofit leaders, public health champions, and so much more that truly showcases the nursing leadership, innovation, and science in this group. So, without further ado, let's begin tonight's celebration to recognize nursing excellence.
From the state of Alabama, Curry Bordelon. Dr. Bordelon is transforming advanced practice and competency-based learning, building a stronger, more diverse nursing workforce that improves care across the country, and is currently serving as President-elect of the American Association of Men in Nursing. Shamika Cody. Dr. Cody advances health equity for people aging with HIV through pioneering research and community-based care. By integrating behavioral sleep interventions and rural outreach, her work has improved chronic pain and neurocognitive function. Jennifer Coleman. Dr. Coleman is promoting workforce diversity and health equity to propel underrepresented nursing students through nationally recognized initiatives like the Birmingham Black Nurses Association Mentorship Program and the National Black Nurses Association Mini Nurse Academy. Allison Davis. Dr. Davis has shaped statewide and national simulation standards, expanded access to sexual assault nurse examiner training, and developed disaster and IPE curricula that impact thousands globally. Linda Gibson Young. Dr. Gibson Young advances care for children with asthma across rural and underserved regions in the Southeast through statewide legislation, multi-county coalitions, and innovative models like virtual home assessments and asthma camps. David House. Dr. House is a leader in emergency nursing, competency development, and interprofessional collaboration. He led the unification of emergency nurse practitioner standards and created nationally adopted academic pathways. Heather Nelson Brantley. Dr. Nelson Brantley is an expert in rural health delivery. Serving as president of the Association for Leadership Science in Nursing, her research on workforce retention, critical access hospitals, and nurse social media use informs policy and practice across borders. Deanne Summerall. Dr. Summerall pioneered one of the nation's first distance-accessible FNP programs, expanding rural access to advanced nursing education. A longtime health policy advocate, Dr. Summerall led legislation advancing NP authority in Alabama. From the state of Arizona, Teresa Connolly. Dr. Connolly is a visionary nurse executive who transformed nursing operations at Mayo Clinic, Arizona, and pioneered APRN policy in the UAE. Her leadership advanced integrated care models, decreased turnover, and influenced international health regulation. Wendy Dusenberry. Dr. Dusenberry is revolutionizing acute stroke care and policies through nurse-led innovation, from pioneering emergency NP models and mobile stroke units to national guideline authorship. Arkansas. Laura Hayes. Dr. Hayes advances genetic health equity through systems-level innovation in newborn screening and clinical decision support. Her work expands genomic access via telehealth, health information exchange, and global partnership. Australia. Marilyn Cruikshank. Dr. Cruikshank is a global leader in infection prevention and health policy, shaping safety standards across continents. From leading Australia's national hand hygiene benchmarks to advising the World Health Organization and co-authoring pivotal antimicrobial stewardship guidelines, she protects patients worldwide. Daniel Terry. Dr. Terry's work with Tasmania's deaf community and national rural recruitment models has reshaped healthcare delivery. He continues to transform access, health literacy, and equity through data-driven solutions. Barbados. Wendy Seeley. Dr. Seeley has transformed Caribbean nursing education and workforce development, launching the region's first postgraduate pediatric nursing program. As Barbados's chief nursing officer, she introduced the WISN staffing model and led national quality improvement. California. Marian Altman. Dr. Altman has advanced nurse well-being, reduced turnover, and improved patient safety, building a scalable model for nurse-driven quality improvement that is recognized across the healthcare industry. Nakia Best. Dr. Best is a trailblazer in advancing school nursing science and infrastructure. By building robust statewide and community data systems, she has demonstrated the essential role of school nurses in improving health. Anna Dermencian. Dr. Dermencian champions healthy work environments and global nursing ethics through national policy advocacy, international media engagement, and transformative education programs. Jane Georges. Dr. Georges is a pioneering nurse theorist whose work challenges traditional paradigms. Her emancipatory compassion theory reframes care through the lens of power relations, centering structural inequity, state-sponsored violence, and biopolitics. Sarah Giron. Dr. Giron advances patient safety and access to care through national leadership in anesthesia education, drug safety, and regulatory change, transforming cRNA certification and influencing independent practice legislation. Elizabeth Halifax. Dr. Halifax champions health equity for long-term care residents through her role as president of the National Consumer Voice and her national policy reform and legal advocacy efforts. She developed a successful staffing model to prevent systemic neglect and ensure fair, needs-based care. Matthew Howard. Dr. Howard is an internationally recognized leader in nursing workforce resilience who advances evidence-based strategies to combat workplace incivility, fosters safer environments, empowers nurses, and shapes sustainable workforce solutions. Brenda Jones. Dr. Jones has advanced maternal and child health equity by leading statewide reproductive initiatives, legislative advocacy, reducing adolescent pregnancy, and improving breast cancer screening for Black women. Lena Najib Kawar. As the first nurse scientist in Kaiser Permanente's Southern California and Hawaii region, Dr. Kawar's bilingual advocacy and multi-center studies have shaped patient outcomes, expanded Arab women's health scholarship, and advanced inclusive research. Jung-In Park. Dr. Park is building scalable, ethical solutions, advancing health equity by integrating nursing expertise with AI to address hospital-acquired infections, chronic pain, and e-cigarette use. These predictive models inform real-time decision-making. Patricia Zrelick. Dr. Zrelick integrates research and big data to transform neuroscience care and stroke system performance. As the former co-clinical lead for the maintenance and validation of the AHRQ quality indicators, she helped pioneer harm-based weighting methods for patient safety composite measures now used in federal programs. Canada. Sheila Hirani. Dr. Hirani is an internationally recognized breastfeeding advocate whose policy-shaping research has advanced health equity for marginalized mothers and infants, supporting over 166,000 families globally. Kimberly LeBlanc. As president of the Canadian Nurses Association, Dr. LeBlanc, an expert in wound care, ostomy, and continence, has influenced global policy and equity-driven governance through innovations in curriculum, partnerships, and research to advance patient outcomes. Shannon Scott. Dr. Scott is an internationally renowned nurse scientist whose work has shaped pediatric emergency care and parent decision-making globally. She co-founded TREC, Translating Emergency Knowledge for Kids, to ensure equitable pediatric care access. China. Yan-Mei Bai. Dr. Bai is transforming nursing education and public health in China through groundbreaking innovations in traditional Chinese medicine, smart simulation platforms, and AI-driven elder care. Hu Man Cai. Dr. Cai is an innovator in wound care, transforming pressure injury prevention and healing through infrared thermography and intelligent recognition systems with patented technologies in over 1,000 hospitals. Miao Xia-chun. Miao Xia-chun is pioneering specialty nursing programs, nurse-led geriatric rehabilitation models, and national care networks in China, promoting nurse-driven solutions in aging care. Li Li Dong. Li Li Dong is advancing traditional Chinese medicine within nursing and is internationally recognized for integrating TCM in chronic disease care. Her innovation is redefining community wellness and clinical education. Xu Nigan. Xu Nigan leads national and global advancements in acute and critical care through innovative nursing models and the development of evidence-based ICU delirium protocols, chronic disease models, and nurse training programs. Xiaolin Hu. Dr. Hu is leading groundbreaking cancer care initiatives, including China's first ministerial nursing lab and digital symptom platforms, which expanded access to evidence-based cancer care for millions, pioneered psychosocial support in rural regions, and elevated palliative care standards. Lily. Ms. Li is a national leader in dermatologic nursing innovation, transforming skin care delivery for severe skin diseases across China through standardized barrier protocols, ozone-based therapies, and interdisciplinary practice. Han Jialiu. Professor Liu is a trailblazer in integrating traditional Chinese medicine in chronic disease care, known for pioneering the Hospital Community Health Center's family model and launching China's inaugural Advanced Certificate Program for TCM specialist nurses. Ling Li Peng. Dr. Peng has advanced fragility fracture care through national training programs and pioneered China's first early warning system for patient deterioration, shaping scalable models for aging care. Cirong Tian. Cirong Tian is a national leader in otolaryngology nursing, introducing China's first laryngeal cancer rehab clinics, implementing AI-enhanced interventions for swallowing disorders, and developing standards that guide airway, nasal, and vocal care. Jianfei Xie. Dr. Xie's digital health innovations, training programs, and evidence-based interventions have reduced depression in rural older adults and improved mental health among adolescent cancer patients. Hong Xu. Hong Xu is a leader in geriatric nursing education and policy, whose training models and textbooks have reached over 400,000 professionals in China and globally. Fen Yang. Dr. Yang pioneered the use of standardized patient simulations and later developed a STEM-based clinical thinking curriculum to advance simulation-based nursing education in Korea, India, Brazil, and beyond. Jinhua Zhang. Dr. Zhang is a leader in geriatric stroke prevention and rehabilitation, integrating humanistic care with AI-driven, culturally tailored interventions, including a widely adopted simulation platform. Fang Zhou. Fang Zhou is a stalwart in anesthesia nursing whose International Family Nursing Association Certified Master's Program set China's education and practice standards, leading national policy efforts, shaping simulation-based curriculum, and advancing perioperative safety in developing countries. Jihua Zhu. Ms. Zhu is a pioneer in pediatric critical care innovation, from developing a national extracorporeal membrane oxygenation nursing model, founding the first pediatric critical care nurse training base in Zhejiang, and introducing the U.S. Child Life Program in China. Colorado. Sean Reed. Dr. Reed is an expert advancing access to palliative care. As a system director, he scaled an interdisciplinary model across 17 hospitals, led Medicaid and pediatric policy wins in Colorado and Vermont, and developed acuity tools now used globally. Laura Rosenthal. Dr. Rosenthal has trained nurse practitioners across Haiti and Côte d'Ivoire, led APRN policy reform in Colorado, and championed safe, culturally responsive care through scholarship, advocacy, and clinical excellence. Connecticut. Judith Hahn. Dr. Hahn leads transformations in nursing workforce policy and professional governance. Her federally registered apprenticeship models for unlicensed assistive personnel transitioning to practice across the health system have influenced state labor policy and practices. Barbara Jacobs. Dr. Jacobs revolutionized emergency medical services by establishing foundational EMS systems across New England, Massachusetts, and Boston. Her leadership shaped trauma nursing education used globally and advanced clinical ethics across a major health system. Tiffany Kelly. Dr. Kelly, an entrepreneur and innovator, is a patented inventor and mentor to nurse-led startups, educating thousands on entrepreneurial strategy, launching interdisciplinary innovation programs, and reshaping nursing curricula. Wendy Lord Mackey. Dr. Mackey advances pediatric otolaryngology nursing through international guideline development, clinical innovation, and education, with a particular focus on how antibiotic reductions improve care for children. Mallory Perry-Eady. Dr. Perry-Eady is transforming recovery for critically ill children by leading innovative research on post-PICU reintegration, equipping school nurses to support survivors of life-threatening illness, and shaping national standards to improve pediatric sepsis outcomes. Lisa Sundin. Dr. Sundin is a renowned expert in nurse board governance leadership, workforce policy, and research. She has elevated the presence of nurses in strategic decision-making positions and strengthened nursing's voice across industries. Jisoo Yang. Dr. Yang is a national leader in precision health symptom science whose research uncovers links among biomarkers, neurogenetics, and social determinants in cancer-related symptoms.
Delaware. Priscilla Murphy. Priscilla Murphy is the creator of A Checkup from the Neck Up, a tool addressing disparities in mental health care for African American communities, which has transformed screening practices across 39 states to improve care. Ju-Young Shin. Dr. Shin is a nurse scientist, mentor, and gerontological nurse researcher advancing Parkinson's and dementia care by identifying caregiver hardship and shaping national policy. District of Columbia. Intima Alrimawi. Dr. Alrimawi advances global child health and safety through transformative research that focuses on improving the quality of care for vulnerable families and children with complex health concerns and chronic diseases. Vicki Friedenberg. Dr. Friedenberg has transformed care for adolescents with cardiac devices by pioneering the first mindfulness-based interventions tailored to this population. These interventions, now adopted in over 80 care settings, have redefined how psychosocial care is delivered. Rick Garcia. Dr. Garcia drives national policy in nursing regulation, education, and workforce development. Notably, he played a pivotal role in the creation of the Falsified Identity Tracking System, which set a national precedent for licensure integrity and elevated doctoral education standards by modernizing ADN curricula. Deborah Costco. Dr. Costco is a trailblazing nurse leader whose decades of advocacy shaped global HIV care, health policy, and nurse practitioner authority. From co-founding Maryland's NP Association to advancing HIV nurse leadership in Nigeria, her impact is felt worldwide. Komkwan Peru Chibuter. Dr. Peru Chibuter leads national and state-level policy and advocacy to expand reproductive care access through advanced practice nursing and transform delivery in underserved rural communities. Mark Christopher Saslow. Dr. Saslow has driven national implementation of the PACT Act, expanded care access for millions of veterans, and led legislative efforts to support caregivers. He has also modernized VA nursing with flexible scheduling, social determinant screening, and workforce innovations. Teresa Schellenbarger. Dr. Schellenbarger is an internationally recognized nursing workforce and accreditation leader whose innovations include national DEI accreditation reforms, seminal clinical educator tools, and development of PhD and DNP to PhD pathways. Angela Stanley. Dr. Stanley's policy-driven work is advancing maternal-child health. She pioneered a national telehealth curriculum, expanded VA enrollment by 30% through military healthcare integration, and developed a perinatal depression screening tool for military families. Sheila Sullivan. Dr. Sullivan has led transformative efforts to strengthen nursing research and evidence-based practice across the Veterans Health Administration, launching the VA Nursing Science Collaborative, which improves outcomes for veterans nationwide. Wanda Thruston. Dr. Thruston is advancing DEI in nursing education, workforce diversity, and national policy. As founder of the Future Promises program, supporting pregnant and parenting teens, her leadership underscores a significant impact on adolescent health and trauma-informed care. Colleen Walsh-Irwin. Dr. Walsh-Irwin is revolutionizing implementation science across the Veterans Administration and DoD. These innovative, evidence-based practice courses and platforms have improved outcomes like falls reduction and saved millions in healthcare costs. Melody Wilkinson. From launching the Nexus program to reducing HIV rates in Appalachia and leading COVID-19 vaccine equity in West Virginia, Dr. Wilkinson advances public health through transformative leadership. Florida. Mildred Fanal. Dr. Fanal is transforming sickle cell care through her internationally adopted Fanal model of elucidation. Integrated across healthcare systems and a national nursing organization, the model equips nurses to promote equitable, informed care for individuals living with sickle cell disease. Rhiannon Frederick. Rhiannon Frederick is redefining the future of nursing practice by leading global transformation in digital health and driving groundbreaking partnerships that eliminate burdensome documentation, elevate virtual care, and restore nurse-patient connection. Juan Gonzalez. Dr. Gonzalez is expanding advanced practice nursing education and workforce development across the U.S., the Caribbean, and Latin America, training the region's first advanced practice nurses in Chile and scaling care access in underserved communities. Rebecca Kozelinski. Dr. Kozelinski leads pioneering research on environmental health and nursing interventions, focusing on harmful algal blooms and their impact on human health. Through statewide collaborations, federal funding, and academic partnerships, she is driving global awareness of the vital connection between environmental conditions and public health outcomes. Reina Letourneau. As founding director of WIRES, Dr. Letourneau advances resilience and retention through global programs and podcasts, inspiring nurses and informing policy through testimony, mentorship, and research. Joy Parchment. By developing system-wide leadership pathways, modernizing professional governance, and advocating nationally, Dr. Parchment has shaped equitable DEIB strategies, influenced AHA policy, and built sustainable leadership pipelines. Caroline Piselli. Dr. Piselli has transformed healthcare infrastructure through innovations in coding systems, risk adjustment, and value-based care. As executive leader for the Veterans Community Care Program, she advanced specialty access for millions of veterans and pioneered EHR innovations addressing toxic exposure. Lisiane Pruinelli. Dr. Pruinelli is a pioneer in transplant informatics. Her 27 predictive models and open source platforms have shaped care delivery worldwide and sustained national quality measures through analytics, AI, and data harmonization. Shannon Smith. Dr. Smith is an academic nursing leader who developed faculty pipelines and RN to BSN transfer pathways, securing over $12 million in grants and appropriations. Dr. Smith drives policy on nursing education, equity, and workforce transformation. Tony Umad Hai. Dr. Umad Hai, a transformational academic leader, helped influence the passage of Florida Senate Bill 2524, Linking Industry to Nursing Education, or LINE Fund, generating over $55 million and strengthening Florida's nursing workforce pipeline. Kathleen Wilson. Dr. Wilson's innovations in adolescent health, chronic care, and nurse practitioner autonomy have transformed practice models across the U.S. and Central America. She established the nation's first NP-led lifestyle medicine clinic and secured full practice authority for 46,000 NPs in Florida. Georgia. Brittany Butts. Dr. Butts is a distinguished nurse scientist advancing knowledge at the intersection of heart failure and Alzheimer's disease. Her research explores inflammation, vascular health, and early biomarkers of cognitive decline. Nancy Feistritzer. Dr. Feistritzer has transformed infection prevention protocols through novel approaches and collaborative frontline innovation. Her leadership shaped global practices for Ebola and COVID-19 response, including the implementation of hand hygiene systems and PPE workflows, demonstrating nursing's essential role in public health resilience. Angela Haynes-Ferrer. Dr. Haynes-Ferrer advances primary care access through innovative nursing education and global service. She equips nurses to serve under-resourced communities and co-founded nurse-led clinics in Georgia and Haiti. Kay Kennedy. Dr. Kennedy is transforming healthcare leadership through the human-centered leadership in healthcare model, now adopted by major health systems and nursing schools across the U.S. and internationally. Patricia Lawrence. Dr. Lawrence transforms pediatric and family care through national program leadership and innovation. Notably, she has scaled the Healthy Steps program, which supports over 400,000 children annually, and now leads Project Healthy Grandparents, expanding national support for grandparents. Heather Misen. Dr. Misen revolutionized nurse practitioner transition to practice by founding one of the first accredited NP critical care fellowships in the U.S., training over 120 providers and establishing national standards adopted across hundreds of sites. Anita Rich. With work spanning Mongolia, Iraq, and Uganda, Dr. Rich has empowered nurses and midwives, established Iraq's first simulation center, and partnered with the World Health Organization to expand emergency care training across multiple regions. Bethany Robertson. Dr. Robertson is a leader in nursing workforce development, driving innovation through academic practice partnerships, from launching Georgia's first rural APRN residency to influencing global nurse executive teams. Tricia Sheridan. Dr. Sheridan is a leader in forensic and women's health nursing, expanding access to trauma-informed care through sexual assault nurse examiner education in underserved regions, increasing training for clinicians, developing certification tools, and creating interdisciplinary simulations. Athena Sherman. Dr. Sherman is a nationally recognized nurse scientist advancing transgender and gender-diverse mental health through community-based violence prevention and pioneering LGBTQ+ nursing education. Elizabeth Spiva. Dr. Spiva's work scaling clinical nurse leader models, virtual nursing, and mentorship programs has improved patient outcomes, reduced turnover, and enhanced leadership development across systems. Paula Tucker. Dr. Tucker has shaped policy through her role as a member of the Medicare Access and CHIP Reauthorization Act Emergency Medicine Expert Clinician Work Group, strengthened the emergency nurse practitioner workforce, led pioneering quality improvement education, and advanced research on pediatric traumatic brain injury. Hawaii. Mary Faye Axon Armstrong. Dr. Axon Armstrong is a champion of global health equity, known for leading international medical missions, advancing nursing in underserved communities, and founding innovative radio programs that deliver culturally relevant health education. Sandra Leegee Brandon. Dr. Leegee Brandon advances mental health crisis response through the expansion of the MHEW program in Hawaii, a scalable model integrating emergency, law enforcement, and health systems to inform behavioral health response protocols. Donna Marie Palakiko. Dr. Palakiko advances Native Hawaiian and Pacifica health equity through culturally grounded education, digital health innovations, and international asthma interventions, training Indigenous nurses, and expanding care access across Hawaii and Australia. Hong Kong. Ho Yu Cheng. Dr. Cheng is transforming stroke caregiving through research, policy influence, and nurse training initiatives. Her contributions span international clinical guidelines, caregiver support protocols, and culturally tailored health education. Idaho. Jenny Alderden. Dr. Alderden leads national efforts in pressure injury prevention, advancing clinical care through AI risk tools and landmark trials, benefiting millions across long-term care and acute clinical settings. Illinois. Sara Aboud. Dr. Aboud is a nationally recognized leader in advancing health equity outcomes for Middle Eastern as well as LGBTQ+ communities. Julie Carbray. Dr. Carbray is a national leader in child psychiatric nursing who advances equitable mental health care through policy, education, and global clinical innovation. Ann Deitch. Dr. Deitch has shaped national healthcare policy through groundbreaking research in functional quality measures and value-based care. This work led to regulatory adoption across U.S. Medicare systems, advancing care coordination for millions. Carolyn Dickens. Dr. Dickens is transforming access to care through innovative mobile health initiatives and policy leadership. By advancing full practice authority and developing interprofessional training models, her policy and implementation efforts of full practice authority for APRNs at UI Health and Erie now serve as national models. Andrew Hamilton. Andrew Hamilton is a national leader in nursing informatics whose novel work in clinical decision support and health data interoperability has transformed care in community health centers. His innovations in population health metrics, cross-sector data coordination, and digital equity have modernized public health infrastructure. Brenda Knoll. Dr. Knoll is an internationally recognized innovator whose PIOMI feeding therapy has transformed neonatal care across 23 countries. Used in over 40 randomized trials, this work improves neurological outcomes in preterm infants and empowers clinicians globally. Mary Dawn Koenig. Dr. Koenig is a preeminent perinatal researcher advancing maternal-fetal health through nutrition science with a specific focus on iron metabolism. Her novel probiotic interventions and work on gestational diet and time-restricted eating offer scalable solutions to improve pregnancy outcomes and prevent preterm birth globally. Carol Kostovic. Dr. Kostovic is a pioneer in nursing presence, developing psychometrically validated tools that quantify this vital phenomenon in nurse-patient relationships. This work informs models of care, enhances patient outcomes, and shapes simulation pedagogy globally. Mark Lockwood. Dr. Lockwood is an internationally recognized nurse scientist advancing symptom science in chronic kidney disease by examining the brain-gut microbiota axis to reduce pain and improve quality of life. Lynn Moore. Through groundbreaking policy and advocacy, international collaborations, and award-winning scholarship, Dr. Moore advances pediatric and neonatal nursing on a global scale. Rebecca Singer. Dr. Singer's humanitarian and public health efforts span conflict zones, correctional health, and pandemic response. From establishing Liberia's first rape crisis center to leading community-based outbreak response in Chicago and shaping health curricula in Bulgaria, her work bridges care, justice, and education on a global scale. Young Yeager. Dr. Yeager is a combat nurse anesthetist renowned for advancing nursing science through leadership in military health and clinical innovation. Dr. Yeager directed more than $12 million in mission-critical research, shaping care in combat environments, and conducting groundbreaking work on TBI and anesthesia. Indiana. Kim Decker. Dr. Decker's innovative rural school-based program addressing mental wellness and opioid prevention has empowered thousands of children and future healthcare professionals. Mi-Yeon Chung. Dr. Chung is recognized for pioneering virtual reality interventions that address cognitive dysfunction in people with heart failure. These groundbreaking clinical trials have transformed symptom management and expanded global application of restorative technologies. Julia Rogers. Dr. Rogers is advancing nursing education and health equity through textbook authorship, policy reform, and immersive tech that bridges theoretical knowledge and clinical application, creating virtual reality learning tools and hosting a national clinical podcast. Iowa. Daniel Weissman. Dr. Weissman is dedicated to expanding psychotherapy training and equitable mental health care. He led national psych mental health nurse practitioner competency updates, built widely adopted education models, and delivers care to underserved veterans.
Ireland. Amanda Drury. Dr. Drury is advancing global cancer survivorship through pioneering research and policy leadership across Europe. By shaping Ireland's national cancer strategy and co-developing Europe's first advanced breast cancer nurse training program, she is redefining survivorship care. Italy. Anna Maria Bagnasco. Dr. Bagnasco is a trailblazer in nursing outcomes research, leading national studies in Italy that link nurse staffing and work environments to patient outcomes. She also founded Italy's first Center of Excellence for Nursing Ethics. Japan. Michiko Moriyama. Dr. Moriyama is a global nursing innovator who pioneered a population-based care model adopted nationwide in Japan that uses nursing expertise and data analytics to reduce chronic disease severity, optimize costs, and extend healthy life expectancies. Kansas. Amy Height. Dr. Height is a forensic nursing leader whose policy and education initiatives have transformed care for sexual assault survivors in Kansas and beyond. Through certification programs, rural training, and legislative reform, she expanded access to trauma-informed care. Jill Peltzer. Dr. Peltzer's work centers on structural racism and the lived experiences of Black breast cancer survivors. Her nationally recognized community-partnered research, policy advocacy, and education initiatives have informed strategies to improve health literacy, vaccine uptake, and culturally responsive care. Kentucky. Jean Edward. Dr. Edward is a national leader in advancing health equity through innovative strategies that improve access, affordability, and outcomes for underserved cancer populations. She has sped sustainable interventions that reduce cancer-related financial toxicity and transform systems of care through groundbreaking interventions like coverage and cost of care links and FinAssist. Amanda Fallon Bennett. Dr. Fallon Bennett drives transformative impact at the intersection of recovery services and tobacco policy. This pioneering work has advanced recovery coaching and peer-based interventions across high-risk communities, while also shaping tobacco control strategies through evidence-based advocacy. Delanor Manson. Delanor Manson's advocacy has shaped legislation, elevated public awareness, and amplified the voice of 90,000 Kentucky nurses as CEO of the Kentucky Nurses Association. She has led landmark initiatives in suicide prevention, DEI, and maternal health. Louisiana. Benita Chapman. Dr. Chapman is a powerful advocate for workplace safety, equitable healthcare policies, and nurse representation. In championing legislative reforms and workforce initiatives, Dr. Chapman has advanced protections for nurses and improved maternal health statewide. Jennifer Manning. Dr. Manning has advanced the clinical nurse specialist role by shaping CNS title protection laws, expanding practice authority, leading national research priorities, and influencing workforce development. Maine. Devin Carr. Dr. Carr is a global leader in nursing innovation, transforming critical care through pioneering work in ventilator-associated pneumonia prevention. Dr. Carr's groundbreaking models improve patient safety, reduce harm, and elevate nursing practice. Valerie Fuller. Dr. Fuller advances nursing-led healthcare transformation. From spearheading national telehealth access laws to authoring a widely adopted acute care textbook, her leadership as president of the American Association of Nurse Practitioners strengthens regulatory reform, clinical education, and patient safety. Maryland. Veronica Amos. Dr. Amos, through transformative academic leadership, has expanded pathways for CRNAs of color, advanced PhD mentorship, and shaped policies that strengthen practice and representation. Balkis Bivens. Dr. Bivens is advancing diabetes prevention and health equity in Haitian American communities, building culturally responsive pathways to care, and empowering the next generation of nurses to lead with purpose, scholarship, and justice. Katie Boston Leary. Dr. Boston Leary is the creator of the 3S model to improve nurse engagement and her own inclusive excellence framework, empowering thousands of nurses, influencing leadership development, and championing equity, justice, inclusion, and compassionate care. Joan Carpenter. Dr. Carpenter is a nationally recognized expert transforming palliative care in nursing homes. Through NIH and VA-funded research, Dr. Carpenter has advanced symptom management, communication, and dementia care, bridging gaps between evidence and practice. Cami Cooper. Dr. Cooper leads scalable innovations in workforce wellness and public health systems, mentoring future nurses, and driving deployment readiness for officers. Her work spans behavioral health across NOAA and federal programs that expand healthcare access. Cubby Gardner. Dr. Gardner advances healthcare through military medical innovation and strategic research leadership. His work in en route casualty care redefined patient safety in transport, while his genomic research shaped ethical policy for personalized care, driving system-wide transformation in both military and civilian health systems. Laura Lucas. Leading the Birth Companions program since 2013, Dr. Lucas has prepared over 900 nursing students to serve as doulas, supported nearly 1,900 births, and increased breastfeeding initiation and maternal satisfaction. Molly McCarthy. Molly McCarthy has revolutionized digital health innovation through Nurse Hack for Health, and by bridging nursing, technology, and engineering as Microsoft's inaugural Chief Nursing Officer. Jennifer Moon. Dr. Moon has advanced healthcare equity through CMS policy, global TB control, and immigration health reform. As Chief Nurse Officer of the U.S. Public Health Service, Dr. Moon launched the HOPE framework to address nursing workforce challenges. Shauna Mudd. Dr. Mudd is a pediatric nurse practitioner and educator whose interdisciplinary research on asthma care in inner-city populations informs scalable clinical practices and has expanded the pediatric workforce to be prepared to care across the continuum of health. Ivy Latoja Pasis. As architect of the Veteran Administration's first high-reliability organization university and creator of innovative tools now adopted across 170 medical centers, Dr. Pasis is a nationally recognized expert in healthcare quality and safety. Jamla Rizk. Jamla Rizk is advancing disaster preparedness and crisis response in conflict-affected and resource-limited settings. As core faculty for Harvard's Disaster Medicine Fellowship and a lieutenant commander in the U.S. Public Health Service, she has developed scalable training models adopted by the World Health Organization, launched regional disaster nursing curricula, and mentored global responders. Helga Scharf-Bell. Dr. Scharf-Bell is the first nurse appointed director of the National Disaster Medical System, leading over 190,000 staff and modernizing federal disaster response. She is shaping national policy and strengthening preparedness across health and security agencies. Jennifer Shepard. Dr. Shepard's AI-integrated CNE programs have strengthened clinical competency for over 165,000 nurses globally. Through cross-training, residency design, and legislation advancing APRN practice, she drives sustainable impact. Shaquita Starks. Dr. Starks is transforming mental health and addiction care by expanding the workforce through innovative, trauma-informed education for advanced practice providers. Dr. Starks integrates lived experience, harm reduction, and the arts into curricula. Jacqueline Vo. Dr. Vo is a nationally recognized cardio-oncology nurse scientist whose groundbreaking research has transformed our understanding of chemotherapy-related heart disease in diverse breast cancer survivors. Massachusetts. Deborah Burke. Dr. Burke is a visionary leader advancing health equity for geriatric and underserved populations, including adults with autism. Through nurse-led innovation, inclusive workforce strategies, and system-wide education initiatives, she has transformed care environments. LaDonna Christian. Dr. Christian, by creating the nationally replicated Dotson Bridge and Mentoring Program, empowers underrepresented nursing students to succeed, transforming institutional outcomes and building enduring partnerships that uplift communities and promote health equity. Lisa Duffy. Dr. Duffy is transforming pediatric neurology through nurse-led innovation. Her research centers on improving virtual care delivery and health outcomes for young adults with chronic conditions through therapeutic relational connection. Alex Hoyt. Dr. Hoyt's groundbreaking research informs certification standards, education frameworks, and federal workforce strategy, driving policy change that strengthens autonomy, access, and the value of advanced practice nursing nationwide. Heather O'Sullivan. Heather O'Sullivan is a pioneer of nurse-led acute care delivery. She built the largest U.S. home hospital program, eliminating over 25,000 inpatient days, leading to widespread adoption of this transformative care model. Eleanor Pusey-Reed. Dr. Pusey-Reed is an equity-driven scholar whose research on dark skin tone assessment is transforming global clinical guidelines, and the enduring international articulation agreement she established continues to strengthen not only Costa Rica's, but Panama's nursing workforce. Valeria Ramden. Dr. Ramden is advancing care by transforming Medicaid access for unhoused individuals in Boston and driving down hypertension rates in the Bahamas. Her innovations are reshaping outcomes and inspiring scalable solutions across borders. Kristen Sitharis. Dr. Sitharis is a pioneering cardiovascular nurse scientist whose work on heart failure self-care and symptom clusters has shaped U.S. and international clinical guidelines. Kathy St. Pierre. Dr. St. Pierre pioneered battlefield acupuncture in veteran clinics, launched nursing research grand rounds, and founded AANP's Global Ambassador Program, now spanning 21 countries, which has advanced APRN leadership, mentorship, and access to care worldwide. Yi Yuan Sun. Dr. Sun is advancing global nursing education and culturally tailored care through AI-driven health communication and cross-national collaborations, using precision strategies to address breast cancer screening, diabetes management, and integrative oncology. Jill Terrian. Dr. Terrian is known for co-developing the OSTI curriculum, an immersive, evidence-based training program addressing the opioid crisis, advancing compassionate, harm reduction care through simulation, case-based learning, and scalable solutions. John Welch. Dr. Welch is a global health executive who has transformed care delivery in crisis settings, from launching Haiti's first nurse anesthesia program to leading Partners in Health's Ebola response and directing Massachusetts' COVID-19 tracing program. Yuan Zhang. Dr. Zhang is a national leader in occupational health nursing, advancing total worker health practices that shape policy and reduce fatigue risks for night shift nurses, which have influenced ANA and OSHA guidelines.
Michigan. Esther Afolabi. Dr. Afolabi leads transformative work across the U.S. and Nigeria to eliminate disparities in maternal health, cervical cancer prevention, and nursing education. Ramona Benkert. Dr. Benkert is advancing health equity through groundbreaking research on medical mistrust and access to care. Her culturally congruent care model and policy leadership have expanded the health workforce and improved primary care access for underserved communities. Xinhua Gina Dalam. Dr. Dalam leads groundbreaking efforts in opioid overdose prevention through national training models and interdisciplinary collaboration. Pioneering naloxone distribution programs across Michigan emergency departments and communities, this work has influenced state policy and shaped national harm reduction strategies. Tammy Eaton. Dr. Eaton is a driving force behind global innovations in post-ICU recovery. By shaping national policy, leading critical illness collaboratives, and advancing care models adopted across 6 countries, her work has transformed recovery pathways for critical care survivors. Kichinyere Iheduru Anderson. Dr. Iheduru Anderson is a leading scholar advancing anti-racism research in nursing, with a particular focus on the historical disempowerment of Black nurses, informing national education standards and equipping institutions with actionable tools to dismantle systemic inequities. Lynette Jones. Dr. Jones leads transformative efforts to eliminate cardiovascular health disparities, especially among Black women. Through groundbreaking hypertension research, community advocacy, and national policy influence, including work with the American Heart Association and Detroit lawmakers, she's advancing heart health. Julie Cruz. Dr. Cruz is a public health and policy leader whose role as an inaugural expert on the National Board of Public Health Examiners' Public Health National Advisory Committee has helped lead to the creation of the first U.S. Public Health Nurse Certification Exam, launching nationwide in 2026. Dana Chonin. Dr. Chonin, an expert in evidence-based practice and quality improvement, has redesigned care delivery through predictive tools, simulation-based education, and system-wide initiatives impacting thousands of nurses, improving outcomes, and reducing harm. Minnesota. Brian Goodroad. Dr. Goodroad has transformed APRN practice through sustained policy leadership, advancing full practice authority and signature recognition for APRNs in Minnesota. Additionally, his nationally scaled HIV education programs have reached hundreds of clinicians, improving specialty certification and patient care. Melissa Horning. Dr. Horning advances health equity by leading groundbreaking research on mobile grocery stores to improve food access and nutrition in underserved communities. Her work is reshaping how nurses address food insecurity as a determinant of health. Patrick Simon Soria. Dr. Soria's impact spans pandemic response, organ donation, and palliative care integration. He was the architect of the Philippines National COVID-19 Surge Model, founder of the country's first DNP program, and a consultant on ethical international workforce recruitment. Mississippi. Charlene McNeil. A U.S. Army veteran and public health expert, Dr. McNeil's tools and models, used across 39 countries, inform equitable emergency response, chronic disease management, and health systems resilience. Missouri. Kimberly Powell. Dr. Powell has developed the first HIT maturity model for nursing homes, shaped NIH-funded research on age-friendly care, and informed national telehealth policy to strengthen quality, equity, and dementia care in long-term settings. Nebraska. Elizabeth Beam. Dr. Beam, a national leader in biocontainment and personal protective equipment, or PPE innovation. Dr. Beam's work, from protocol development to global training tools, has safeguarded providers, advanced public health readiness, and pioneered the next generation of protective technologies. Carly Koljath. Dr. Koljath leads transformative service and policy initiatives, from launching a national oral health literacy program for Hispanic populations to designing scalable mentorship pathways. Her work strengthens cultural humility, workforce diversity, and bilingual care access. Julie Manns. Dr. Manns's tools have shaped curricula, licensing research, and global evaluation practices. Her Creighton Competency Evaluation Instrument is used in all 50 states and 30 countries, transforming how student performance is measured in simulation and clinical settings. Therese Matthews. Dr. Matthews is a national leader in early intervention for children with autism spectrum disorder. Through clinic development, insurance policy reform, and workforce training, Dr. Matthews has expanded access to evidence-based care for over 1,150 Medicaid-insured children. Blake Smith. Blake Smith is a transformative nursing leader. As the American Association for Men in Nursing's youngest president, he expanded national partnerships, launched a popular podcast, and helped develop a men's health certification. Nevada. Rebecca Benfield. Dr. Benfield is a trailblazer in advancing safe physiological childbirth and maternal equity. Dr. Benfield's pioneering research on hydrotherapy and uterine monitoring has influenced global midwifery practice and reduced disparities in maternal outcomes. New Hampshire. Marcy Ainsley. Dr. Ainsley has led a national transformation in nursing education and standards through pioneering work in competency-based education as the architect of a landmark implementation guide adopted nationwide. New Jersey. Kevin Emmons. Dr. Emmons leads transformative models that bridge clinical practice, education, and policy to expand access and equity. These ecosystem-based programs, from wound care and street medicine to rural health in Hawaii, have shaped state strategies and influenced public awareness. Jamil Nagtalan Ramos. Dr. Nagtalan Ramos highlights the role of intergenerational communication as she advances culturally informed sexual and reproductive health care for Filipino women and shapes postpartum and ultrasound care guidelines. Tracy Vitale. Dr. Vitale is a catalyst for redefining DNP education, advancing innovative models that improve project quality, streamline processes, and strengthen academic practice partnerships. New York. Kafui Agbemenu. Dr. Agbemenu advances maternal health equity through culturally responsive research, including developing a smartphone-based intervention for low-literacy non-English speakers focused on African refugee women and rural communities. Tammy Austin Ketch. Dr. Austin Ketch is a visionary, leading the integration of culturally informed telehealth for Indigenous communities, expanding access to care, elevating nursing education, and empowering the next generation of nurse practitioners. Leon Chen. Dr. Chen is transforming advanced diagnostics through pioneering point-of-care ultrasound education for acute care nurse practitioners. From leading institutional change to shaping global curricula and oncology initiatives, his work bridges technology, education, and policy. Maya Clark-Kataya. Dr. Clark-Kataya is a clinical leader and equity-focused researcher whose advocacy has shaped national kidney care guidelines and advanced chronic illness management for marginalized populations. Bevan Cohen. Dr. Cohen is dismantling structural barriers to nurse-led research through national leadership, education, and innovation. By launching the first U.S. Summit for clinically based nurse researchers and mentoring nurses nationwide, this work is transforming how nursing science is integrated into patient care. Kelly Foltz-Ramos. Dr. Foltz-Ramos advances global nursing education through simulation-based innovation, integrating virtual reality and interprofessional training to strengthen workforce readiness. She is shaping state simulation policy, leading national faculty development, and influencing international research agendas. Velda Gonzalez Mercado. Dr. Gonzalez Mercado has advanced symptom science and healthcare equity for Puerto Rican communities across the island and New York City. Integration of culturally tailored symptom tools into EHRs transformed pediatric oncology care, while national research on fatigue and food insecurity informs scalable policy and practice. Kevin Hook. Dr. Hook has transformed care delivery through pioneering models that integrate palliative care and advanced practice nursing. His work has improved quality, reduced readmissions, and expanded access across long-term transitional and home health settings. Elsie Jolade. Dr. Jolade has equipped over 15,000 minoritized individuals in the U.S. and Nigeria with life-saving CPR training through the Scalable HCPR initiative. She also co-led development of Nigeria's first APRN curriculum and brokered transcontinental academic partnerships. Sandra Lindsay. The first American vaccinated for COVID-19, Dr. Lindsay is a public health advocate advancing equity as a national voice for vaccine confidence, public health, and the power of nursing leadership. Eileen Magri. Dr. Magri is a national leader in maternal health innovation whose research on post-birth warning signs has transformed discharge education, reaching over 39,000 users and informing AWAN's national toolkit. Jana Moseri Brooks. Dr. Moseri Brooks is a nationally recognized nurse advocate who has transformed military brain injury care and policy. She co-authored provisions within the 2025 National Defense Authorization Act that shape prevention strategies to mitigate suicide risk in combat veterans. Zainab Tote Osakwe. Dr. Osakwe is a home healthcare innovator and creator of a hospice care planning tool for underserved populations. She has shaped CMS policy and strengthened nurse practitioner home-based care, ensuring older adults with serious illness receive high-quality, patient-centered care. Eun-hee Park. Dr. Park's AI-driven tools address tobacco use among vulnerable youth, and her culturally informed, community-based models shape national prevention programs. Delise Robertson. Through school-based wellness programs, global collaborations, and Yale's first online psych mental health NP program, Dr. Robertson expands mental health access and education. Cassandra Vanis. From creating the GAPNA Chat podcast to leading national age-friendly health system initiatives, Dr. Vanis is a national leader in gero-oncology whose innovative work bridges clinical care, policy, and education to improve health outcomes for older adults.
North Carolina. Janet Campbell. Dr. Campbell transformed veteran care across the VA by advancing holistic, integrated therapies and reducing opioid dependence. Her groundbreaking programs now guide national standards in veteran-centered nursing, occupational health, and geriatric training. Lorinda Combs. Dr. Combs has advanced oncology care and education through clinical practice, national leadership, and inclusive mentorship. Her work improves cancer care access and elevates evidence-based decision-making for older adults with advanced disease. Haley Estrom. Dr. Estrom is advancing global understanding of pediatric feeding disorder through validated tools, policy-shaping publications, and inclusive partnerships with families. Her leadership has driven equitable access to assessment resources in over 100 countries. Cheryl Kovar. Dr. Kovar has transformed public health nursing through innovative leadership in Medicaid expansion, adolescent sexual health education, and clinical reimbursement strategies. These initiatives have improved access for over 600,000 North Carolinians and increased revenue for local health departments. Giancarlo Lyle Edroslo. Dr. Lyle Edroslo strengthens retention, innovation, and fiscal competency across nursing's executive landscape through the advancement of financial and business case acumen among nurse leaders. Audra Rankin. Dr. Rankin is a health policy educator transforming classrooms into global learning laboratories by integrating immersive technology and partnerships into graduate health policy education. Karen Sheffield Abdullah. Dr. Sheffield Abdullah is a nurse midwife, mindfulness expert, and national maternal health advocate advancing perinatal mental health and reducing Black maternal mortality. She has informed national bias assessment tools and created North Carolina's first nurse midwifery education mobility pathway. Yolanda Van Riel. Dr. Van Riel is a national leader in nurse educator development and competency-based education. Through innovative programs, national task force leadership, and groundbreaking work in CPR training, she has strengthened the nursing workforce pipeline. Norway. Espen Gade Roland. As architect of Norway's first Masters in Mental Health and Addiction Nursing, Espen Gade Roland drives regulatory reform, specialty training, and global advocacy through roles with the World Health Organization, ICN, and European mental health networks. Ohio. Jennifer Adamski. Dr. Adamski, immediate past president of the American Association of Critical Care Nurses, is a critical care flight nurse practitioner whose research focuses on trauma prevention and system development, rapid response teams, and advances in hemorrhagic shock. Rosario Allen. Dr. Allen is a global leader in combating human trafficking who helps survivors worldwide by shaping international policy and care standards adopted by the World Health Organization and the United Nations. The Honorable Rachel Baker. Ohio State Representative Rachel Baker blends frontline nursing, academic leadership, and state-level policymaking to advance health equity and community well-being. As a legislator, Dr. Baker authored laws to modernize policies and prevent healthcare workplace violence. Esther Chips. Dr. Chips is a national leader in advancing nursing science who defined the first research priorities adopted by the Association for Leadership Science in Nursing, and AONL. Her work has led to reinstated birth practices, workplace safety reforms, and scalable research frameworks empowering hundreds of nurse scientists. Earl Dalton. Earl Dalton's work in ethical global nurse recruitment, specialty training, and recognition has advanced workforce development worldwide. As president of the National Association of Travel Healthcare Organizations, Mr. Dalton drives international partnership initiatives that expand access and elevate nursing standards. Christine Horvat-Davy. Dr. Horvat-Davy leads pioneering research to promote brain health and reduce inflammation-linked cognitive decline in people with HIV by identifying modifiable biological and lifestyle factors. Randy Macciola. Dr. Macciola is a leader in nurse practitioner education and global academic collaboration. Through pioneering virtual DNP programs, peer-reviewed publications, and curriculum consultation in Taiwan, she advances evidence-based practice. Heather Rice. Dr. Rice is advancing Black maternal health through the creation of the Thrive mobile app, which integrates digital tools with doula support to address disparities in pregnancy and early parenthood. Her leadership and mentorship in birthing beautiful communities is transforming care. Oklahoma. Cassie Abbott Ng. Dr. Abbott Ng is a visionary in community health nursing, whose Scrubs mobile health model has transformed access to care across underserved areas and vulnerable populations. Diana Sturdivant. Dr. Sturdivant is a national leader in long-term care transformation, advancing person-directed nursing home culture in Oklahoma and beyond. These initiatives led to statewide reductions in antipsychotic use, enhanced staff retention, and has had a national policy impact. Oregon. Rachel Prusak. Rachel Prusak's policies have transformed healthcare access and provider well-being in Oregon. As a former member of the state's House of Representatives and the sole nurse in the legislature, she expanded Medicaid to 102,000 residents, championed telehealth equity, and created lasting mental health services for nurses. Pennsylvania. Bimpe Adenusi. By establishing the Nigerian American Nurse Anesthetists Association and forging global partnerships, Dr. Adenusi has expanded mentorship, standardized curriculum, and brought life-saving care to thousands. Sheila Alexander. Dr. Alexander is a leading nurse scientist and expert in neurocritical care, whose research spans genetic and inflammatory markers in brain injury, delirium, and recovery. Amanda Betancourt. Dr. Betancourt is transforming nurse work environments through her groundbreaking research linking staffing to patient outcomes and burn center survival. She catalyzed systemic implementation of healthy workplace standards and championed practice innovations to make care delivery safer. Brenda Elliott. Dr. Elliott is modernizing veteran health policy and is influencing policy, curricula, and care delivery systems to ensure equitable, veteran-centered care through her work to inform the Mission Act's implementation and the first nursing textbook on veteran health. Yinling Zhao. Dr. Zhao is an internationally recognized leader in dementia care innovation, having developed the only apathy scale incorporating environmental stimulation, now used in 8 countries. Her NIH-funded work advances tech-based interventions and has reshaped dementia care protocols. Braden Kameg. Dr. Kameg's national policy work and APRN-led practice serve as transformative models for substance use education, rural care, and harm reduction. She pioneered a PMHNP residency at the VA to expand access to quality mental health care for veterans. Jessica Lazzari. Dr. Lazzari advances maternal and infant health through statewide clinical innovation as co-lead of Pennsylvania's Safe Sleep Program, which is now implemented in 44 hospitals to reduce sleep-related infant deaths. Yongji Lee. Dr. Lee pioneers nursing informatics to close health information gaps through AI-driven, patient-centered solutions. Through Helper, the first tailored recommendation system for ovarian cancer patients, Dr. Lee is advancing care using real-world data. Nancy Mannion. Dr. Mannion is transforming emergency care through programs, textbooks, and the creation of the Emergency Nurses Association telehealth strategy. And as health system leader, is championing nurse appointments on influential boards. Mary Beth McLaughlin. By scaling telehealth, remote monitoring, and nursing education, Ms. McLaughlin has increased school enrollment, improved patient outcomes, and championed diversity-driven pipelines. Peter Preziosi. From launching World Health Organization's Global Learning Academy to modernizing New York City's Medicaid infrastructure and supporting mobile health efforts in low and middle-income countries, Dr. Preziosi has advanced sustainable, cross-sector solutions that strengthen the workforce and care delivery. Hallie Rupel. Dr. Rupel is a pediatric patient safety advocate, advancing nursing practice through groundbreaking research on alarm fatigue, communication burden, and pulse oximetry accuracy. Her work informs clinical standards and national policy. Amy Sawyer. Dr. Sawyer's landmark research on sleep apnea treatment adherence has reshaped national protocols and payer policies. She exposed disparities in device usage among Black and Hispanic adults and influenced sleep medicine's top organizations to prioritize equity. Teresa Thomas. Dr. Thomas is a leading nurse scientist whose research on self-advocacy has shaped national and global cancer care across diverse settings, from rural clinics to family caregiver boot camps. Jane Tobias. Dr. Tobias advances care for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities through innovative interprofessional education, patient-centered tools like the IDD Health Resume, and inclusive community partnerships. Judith Zedrick. Dr. Zedrick, a former hospital CEO and academic innovator, has championed neonatal advanced practice, zero-harm ICU care, and global crisis response. Rhode Island. Amy DeGata. Through research, advocacy, and leadership of the ROAD study, the only global nurse-led study on adults born preterm, Dr. DeGata's work has reshaped NICU standards and has driven systemic change. Justin DeLibro. Dr. DeLibro drives clinical excellence and has transformed national standards in critical care by shaping enteral nutrition guidelines, advancing intracranial pressure care, and leading clinical nurse scientists' practice nationwide. Erica Lieberman. Dr. Lieberman is a global leader in cervical cancer prevention, advancing nurse-led screening and HPV vaccination models across the US, Latin America, and Africa. Saudi Arabia. Munir Al-Matayri. Dr. Al-Matayri's groundbreaking research, education, and policy to integrate and elevate advanced practice nurse practitioners in the country's health workforce is transforming healthcare in Saudi Arabia. South Carolina. Demetrius Abshire. Dr. Abshire is a national leader in rural health innovation whose work addresses obesity, chronic disease, access inequities, and informed major policy shifts. Catherine Chaik Harris. Dr. Chaik Harris, a pioneer in simulation-based training and interprofessional curriculum design, has advanced equitable access to care for underserved children while shaping national standards for APRN telehealth preparation and transforming provider readiness. Evangeline Dennis. Evangeline Vanjie Dennis is a global force in laser safety and perioperative nursing innovation. Her advocacy efforts led to landmark smoke-free policy legislation, setting a gold standard for healthy surgical environments and safer outcomes across the globe. Carolyn Harmon. Dr. Harmon, a renowned informatics leader, led the first study linking cognitive load to unintended EHR consequences in emergency nurses. This work continues to elevate nurse-driven technology design, advancing safe, equitable care in high-acuity environments. Cheryl Mitchell. Dr. Mitchell, in addition to leading over 160 students to 100% certification and co-developing SDOH-focused training for rural care delivery, has leveraged legislative advocacy to help pass key practice expansion bills in South Carolina. Michelle Malika. Dr. Malika was the first nurse to serve as Deputy Director of the National Cancer Institute's Office of Cancer Survivorship, where she led the creation and national implementation of the 2024 Survivorship Care Standards. Melissa Mulkey. Dr. Mulkey is an internationally recognized innovator in delirium detection and brain injury recovery, whose patented machine learning algorithm and nurse-deployable EEG technology are transforming point-of-care diagnosis. South Korea. Sang-hee Kim. Dr. Kim is transforming symptom management through innovation, research, and global collaboration. A leader in AI-driven care and international education, she advances proactive, personalized interventions that elevate practice and health equity. Yong Chong Sun. Dr. Sun is an internationally recognized nurse scientist, advancing heart failure care through publications and pioneering digital self-care tools, shaping global clinical guidelines, reducing readmissions, and improving health literacy. Rayun Song. Dr. Song is a global nursing leader whose research on Tai Chi and health promotion for vulnerable populations has shaped evidence-based practice. Yeo Jin Yi. Dr. Yi shapes national legislation, elevates nursing standards worldwide, and focuses on improving nurses' legal rights and patient safety. She developed widely distributed simulation-based curricula and mock trial programs that have trained over 500,000 personnel, safeguarding nurses and patients alike. Taiwan. Ling Zhou. Dr. Zhou is a visionary leader in oncology nursing, pioneering culturally sensitive symptom management and family-centered care for cancer survivors. By shaping national training, academic partnerships, and nursing education in Taiwan and beyond, she has elevated the global standard for cancer care. Yue Xiao. Dr. Xiao champions family-centered mental health care through globally recognized research on caregiving, stigma, and resilience. These interventions improve outcomes for individuals with schizophrenia and their families. Mei Nan Liao. A global leader in advancing oncology nursing and policy across Taiwan, Dr. Liao spearheads national oncology certification, cancer hospital standards, and equitable workforce reforms. Mei Fong Lin. Dr. Lin is a mental health leader advancing culturally sensitive, tech-enhanced interventions for couples facing cancer, grief, and depression as the developer of the AI-driven tool ICMe and the establishment of Taiwan's Stress Health Lab. Xue Xin Pan. Dr. Pan has transformed military nursing and disaster preparedness in Taiwan and globally by pioneering national training programs and strengthened pandemic response protocols.
Tennessee. Cynthia Borum. Dr. Borum is a change agent in healthcare, implementing top-of-license practice for advanced practice providers, standardizing onboarding and clinical models, and improving advanced practice-sensitive metrics. Stephanie Baines Johnson. Dr. Baines Johnson is transforming maternal health equity through groundbreaking work in culturally tailored doula training and breastfeeding research. Her research, teaching, and advocacy continue to advance equitable outcomes for Black mothers and infants nationwide. Jessica Van Meter. Dr. Van Meter is an award-winning flight nurse whose leadership has transformed emergency nursing practice and education, improved patient outcomes, and empowered nurses to strengthen emergency care systems worldwide. Texas. Gloria Lamela Berriones. Dr. Berriones, a global nursing leader, has shaped ethical recruitment policies, elevated transition to practice models, and built strategic partnerships that promote equity, leadership, and excellence among Filipino nurses across the United States and around the world. Stephen Brockman Weber. Dr. Brockman Weber, through novel internship models, state and federal policy engagement, and national HRSA advisory roles, has reshaped nurse retention, influenced legislative funding, and advanced equity-driven workforce strategies. Paul Thomas Clements. Dr. Clements is a trailblazer in forensic nursing, transforming how nurses respond to victims of violence through cutting-edge curriculum, widely adopted certificate programs, and immersive simulations to equip providers with critical, trauma-informed skills. Higinio Fernandez Sanchez. Dr. Fernandez Sanchez advances migrant health equity through research, advocacy, and policy change. This work shapes HIV prevention policy in Mexico, informs national return migration strategy, and equips thousands through bilingual tools and nonprofit outreach. Berta Flores. Dr. Flores leads transformative community-engaged research to reduce cancer disparities and improve health literacy in underserved Hispanic populations. Through culturally tailored bilingual interventions across rural South Texas, this work has expanded hepatitis C and HPV education, screening, and prevention. Shante Harris. Dr. Harris is a pediatric care reform leader. She directed a $1 million national initiative advancing pediatric readiness across emergency departments, engaging nurses in live simulation, and redefining how nurses deliver life-saving care to children. Tracy Hicks. Dr. Hicks is an expert in behavioral health integration, founding a nationally recognized certified community behavioral health clinic model that has improved outcomes for underserved communities and has expanded mental health and substance use treatment access. Allison Eiley. Dr. Eiley drives policy and practice transformation to address maternal health inequities for incarcerated and justice-involved women through innovative research, legislative testimony, and her development of the AI-powered JUNTM app. Linda Kim. Dr. Kim's nationally and internationally scaled interventions, from burnout reduction strategies to bilingual survivorship tools, inform policy, transform practice, and improve mental health outcomes across healthcare systems and underserved communities globally. Nicole Kroll. Dr. Kroll advances health equity by leading nurse practitioner-driven mobile clinics and integrated behavioral health programs that serve rural and medically underserved populations. Utilizing telehealth leadership, education, and policy development, she strengthens healthcare access and workforce capacity across Texas and beyond. Kelly McLaughlin-Bell. Dr. McLaughlin-Bell advances maternal-infant health equity through national leadership in human milk research and the respectful maternity care model, which has been adopted as an A1 framework. Jacqueline Michael. Through advocacy in India, Haiti, and medically underserved U.S. communities, and leading culturally responsive health campaigns that have empowered over 164,000 nurses worldwide, Dr. Michael drives lasting policy reform and inclusive healthcare transformation. Tony Chris Nnanka. Dr. Nnanka advances global health equity by expanding access to culturally responsive education and care across continents, from founding a primary school in Nigeria to launching digital health programs and training nurses to serve migrant communities. Rosalind Ogunkunle. Dr. Ogunkunle is transforming global oncology nursing. She founded the Well-Being Circle, which reduces burnout and turnover, and launched free oncology training for nurses in Nigeria to champion resilient, specialized cancer care. Brian Sisk. Through the Institute for Nursing Excellence, Dr. Sisk has secured over $33 million in funding, pioneered digital training strategies, and reduced turnover. His work advances health equity through community-based pipeline programs like the Bloomberg-supported HEAL High School Initiative. Megan Wisenant. Dr. Wisenant is a leading nurse scientist advancing cancer symptom management through real-time personalized interventions and innovative digital health tools. Her research addresses communication gaps and caregiver training, improving outcomes for patients and families. Utah. Jiaweng Guo. Dr. Guo, a pain management expert, leads cutting-edge nursing informatics and culturally responsive research. This work, spanning machine learning, standardized data collection, and multilingual patient-reported outcomes, has shaped end-of-life care, enhanced opioid safety, and improved quality assessment in hospitals globally. Stacy Hunsaker. Dr. Hunsaker advances emergency nursing and health equity through impactful initiatives in immunization, workforce well-being, and simulation-based education. Her National Quality Improvement Model expanded flu access in 34 emergency departments. Craig Nuttall. Dr. Nuttall established India's first helicopter emergency medical service and launched scalable high-altitude training programs in the Himalayas and Caucasus Mountains. His work has influenced national policy, transforming how remote communities access life-saving care in some of the world's most extreme environments. Vermont. Ellen Flaherty. Dr. Flaherty is transforming geriatric care through nationally and globally scaled innovations in long-term care, emergency medicine, and workforce development. She has led international curriculum reform through the World Health Organization and expanded access to rural and underserved populations. Betsy Hassan. Dr. Hassan is a nursing workforce advocate whose leadership has advanced legislative protections for nurses to safeguard hospital staff from violence and reform federal regulations that impact entry-level workers. Virginia. Wendy Alonso. Dr. Alonso is a nationally recognized leader in heart failure care and rural health advocacy, developing theory-informed exercise interventions for medically underserved communities and mentoring the next generation of nurse scientists. Jeannie Corey. Dr. Corey advances interprofessional education and health innovation. From directing policy projects to leading transformative education in the Caribbean and launching a national DNP think tank, her work equips future health leaders to improve systems. Kimberly Elgin. Dr. Elgin is a trailblazer in expanding clinical nurse scientists' scope of practice through innovative credentialing and privileging models. This work has reshaped system structures, trained thousands of APRNs, and influenced practice models adopted nationwide. Ellen Harvey. Dr. Harvey is a leader in trauma nursing whose innovations in team training have transformed critical care worldwide. She's educated thousands globally, authored evidence-based trauma curricula adopted nationwide, and influenced federal and state nursing policy. Andrea Knopp. Dr. Knopp's work uplifts communities and shapes global nursing practice. Notably, her work in West Africa, Egypt, and Tanzania has improved malaria treatment access, transformed hepatitis care, and empowered diabetic women. Emma Mitchell. Through groundbreaking mHealth innovations, global student simulations, and HPV vaccination policy research, Dr. Mitchell has advanced Equity Center cervical cancer prevention, public health, and workforce capacity in Latin America and Africa. Kyung-mi Oh. Dr. Oh advances health equity through culturally tailored digital health interventions and multilingual research. Dr. Oh's work has transformed national diabetes screening protocols, developed effective smoking cessation tools for Asian immigrants, and shaped community health policy. Lana Sargent. Dr. Sargent is a national leader in dementia care innovation, advancing early detection, community-based interventions, and state-level policy. Her work on cognitive frailty, dementia care navigation, and mobile wellness outreach improves outcomes for thousands. Linda Shepard. As president of the Virginia Nurses Association, Dr. Shepard unified 18 professional organizations to successfully advance a legislative agenda consisting of 6 state and federal laws addressing issues ranging from full practice authority to protections against workplace violence. Kathy Zimbro. Dr. Zimbro is a leader in translational data science and predictive analytics, whose groundbreaking research led to the design of the first gastroenterology quality registry that is used by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services to drive national quality improvement. Washington. Allison Bradywood. Dr. Bradywood is a transformative leader in clinical systems improvement, regulation, and workforce policy, as evidenced through her championing of pioneering hospital quality reforms and leading legislative efforts for APRN title protections. Isung Byun. Dr. Byun developed the first tech-based sleep intervention for stroke survivors and their caregivers, which advances recovery due to her groundbreaking research on symptom science, inflammation, and health disparities. Katie Herling. Dr. Herling is a national simulation leader whose research and policy work has shaped nursing education regulation. This evidence-based advocacy informs legislative efforts, supporting simulation adoption as a regulatory model for states nationwide. M. Rebecca O'Connor. Dr. O'Connor developed AWARE, a transformative clinical training model used across major health systems that equips future nurses to interrupt implicit bias at the point of care. Megan Struer. Dr. Struer is a national leader in patient-centered cardiovascular care, pioneering trauma-informed interventions and nurse-led models that improve access for underserved and unhoused patients. Gordon West. Dr. West is a military nurse scientist and public health leader whose infection control research has shaped clinical policy across the Department of Defense. He also leads state-level initiatives in Washington focused on diversity education and workplace safety. Terry Wu. Dr. Wu, a national expert in prescribing and antibiotic stewardship, has elevated nurse practitioner education and prescribing practices through a pioneering pharmacotherapeutics textbook and contributions to CDC policy and certification standards. West Virginia. Leah Cartwright-Stroop. Dr. Cartwright-Stroop is creating optimal learning environments to improve nurse retention, well-being, and patient safety. Her innovative transition to practice and wellness models have influenced national standards and shaped policy across organizations. Wisconsin. Panina Kako. Dr. Kako is a global leader in trauma-informed care, advancing health equity for women experiencing HIV stigma and gender-based violence. She leads statewide SANE education initiatives, expanding equitable, survivor-centered care in underserved communities. Mai-Chu Lor. Dr. Lor has pioneered culturally tailored health innovations for the Hmong population, including the first validated Hmong word recognition hearing tests and a national medical lexicon that has enhanced clinical communication and improved access to care. Terry Pipe. Dr. Pipe, a leader in mindfulness and well-being, has advanced inclusive approaches to resilience in healthcare and education. Her initiatives, including a global midday mindfulness series and fellowship projects, have reshaped clinician well-being and human flourishing. Linda Wesp. Dr. Wesp is an expert in transgender and gender-diverse health, creator of the Think model and co-author of the WPATH Standards of Care. Dr. Wesp has advanced global clinical guidelines, authored foundational texts, and educated thousands of providers.
We made it. What an amazing celebration we just shared this evening. I would like to thank all the fellows, family, friends, and guests who joined us. Your presence made this occasion truly special. While many of our incoming fellows bring incredible AI experience to the Academy, tonight's announcers were live actors, bringing a personal touch to this ceremony. To each of our new fellows, welcome to the American Academy of Nursing. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor.
Congratulations.
बधाई हो.
Tahniya.
恭喜. Congratulazioni.
Kogordes.
Baie geluk.
축하해요.
Félicitations.
恭喜你.
Tebrikler.